Riley Eichhoff, who faces Alex Alisea. 42 wins for the Cards this year. And right in the middle, the senior we told you about, fifth-year senior that, Ben, you talked about, Riley Eichhoff, who started their first game on Friday. That could have been a double play. Feel good for a guy getting off the hook. 2-2. More pitches. Ninth pitch. Alisea bounces it towards short. And Dooley throws not in time. Alisea's aboard.
Whoa, he got down the line.
Long hold from Riley Eichhoff. Alisea takes off. The pitch. A strike, and Alisea safe. Sixth most steals and sixth fewest steals allowed. 1-2. Alexander comes on to make the catch.
ERA this year 3.22.
Strike three called. Two down as Caden Bodine works at the bottom of the zone with Riley Eichhoff.
You're going to say that a lot.
Now to the cleanup spot. Blagan Pato ends it.
The last time he pitched was the final regular season of the game for the Cardinals against Wake Forest.
And you see their first time through the order, they have swung it very well here. Line drive to left for Caden Bodine toward the corner. Zion Rose cuts it off beautifully and keeps Caden Bodine to a leadoff single.
Done perfectly right there.
This one comes up and in, and it hits Alexander. And Coastal Carolina has been hit by pitches 173 times now, the most in the country and the second most in the history of the sport. Blake Barthel. This one comes up and in, and that hit Barthel. So they're loaded.
Did that get him in the chest?
I believe it did.
Louisville and Arkansas got to beat them twice to advance.
First inning blues for him. He's got to find a way to start.
His left side of your screen. Mitchell on the ground into right field, a base hit. Bodine scores with Alexander right behind him, and the Shots have the lead. 2-0 in the first.
Shots baseball right here.
Term it off a fastball.
Without using him.
But this is where you are if you're Louisville.
4-pitch walk. Here comes Dan McDonald.
40 innings of work. Not a huge strikeout guy. 21 strikeouts.
Kevin Schnall was telling us this morning, Thorndike had a great summer. Finds that oftentimes JUCO transfers really take hold their second year at the D1 level. 2-2. Thorndike rockets one the same way to right center. Back toward the wall, and it's off the wall. Barthel scores. Mitchell on his heels. Pato to the plate, and Colby Thorndike does it again. The championship series could be set by the end of the night. Louisville's trying to prevent that. They've got to win.
It's because the pitching is so good.
Miho strikes out. Dooley, shortstop in the 8th spot, who rolls one up the middle into center field, a base hit. Colby Thorndike gets waved around. Lucas Moore's throw is cut, and it's 6-0 Coastal in the first. Coastal Carolina have won 25 games in a row. 9-man Wells Sykes bounces it at Alex Alisea, who turns it into 2. First baseman for the Cards, who strikes out. Second K for Eichhoff, and there's 2 away.
Really impressed with Eichhoff.
And they came off his bat. 1-2.
Doing well.
3-2. Rose pulls it. Well struck. Left field. Alexander spins around and makes the catch.
Put a 10 over that circus out there.
Schweitzer is 2-2 to Sebastian Alexander. Strikes him out with a nasty sinker. Bounces it over the mound at second, and Kamayu Neighbors makes it a 1-2-3 inning. Swing at that last one.
That approach.
This is Garrett Pike. 1-2.
They kind of figure out slider mix going, and man, he just took it.
Bouncing ball off the glove of Blake Barthel, who's got to pocket it out of the 9th spot, and Neighbors got hit with it. On a breaking ball, he gets away, but it looks like Neighbors is going to get aboard here. Alisea swings, ropes one at Barthel for a double play.
Slider's the best pitch, as we mentioned, but he'll throw that changeup about 11% of the time as well.
Lucas Moore. Alexander backs up. He's got room.
I don't recommend it.
Up the middle, well positioned. Kamayu Neighbors. Nice pick of the one.
That's big time right there.
Game 2 starter. 5-pitch walk.
There's TJ Schlageter making his 17th appearance.
Schlageter, third arm of the day. Hit hard right at the second baseman Neighbors, who dropped it, but they're going to wave that off.
It was a good try.
Direction will go home.
On the dirt ball, Matt Klein's throw is not in time. This one carries away. Schlageter's 2-2. Dean Mijos works a walk.
1990.
Left-handed batter.
Coaching first. With 2 aboard, 1-2. 2-2. towards second.
Nothing here,
Neighbors got
nothing
a charge, and he retires Dooley.
I feel like it's even harder than it's ever been.
Matt Klein sprays one into left center, just out of the reach of Wells Sykes. Klein's got a leadoff double to begin the 4th inning. Another 1-2. Monroe strikes out, and there's one away.
There's your spin. See that little dot on the front? Dot on the front, dot on the back.
King strikes out, and what was that sorcery?
I'm going to tell you, boys, anything turned like that ought to have a blinker on it. That is incredible. 20 inches of horizontal run.
At 19 more inches of movement. 3-2. Davis takes ball 4. Riley Eichhoff. 2 months.
That's unheard of.
2-1. Chops it. Left side. Walker Mitchell throws on the run, and the inning's over. LSU for the 8th time is 2-0. Light rain falling here. Lucas Moore goes back and on the track. Vandy was the #1 overall seed. On the ground to first, and Tank Davis with a fine play to make it a 1-2-3. We saw this conversation just now coming off the field. Kamayu Neighbors, the second baseman, and Matt Klein, the catcher. They're both captains on this team, and it got kind of heated here.
And I think it had to do with the throw to second between innings. Just lobbed it over there. Neighbors not backing down at all.
Line drive center field. Another hit for Kamayu Neighbors. He has had a very impressive Men's College World Series, and on the bobble, he takes second. Up the middle at Ty Dooley. Lucas Moore. Bouncing ball. Blake Barthel gets the out. 2-2 right at Zion Rose. 3-0 to Walker Mitchell's outside. He's walked a couple of times. Davis, he's been making the rounds this week. This is roped by Thorndike into right center, and it drops down to base hit. Walker Mitchell goes first to third with 2 outs, and the shot that clears have him at the corners. Freshman right-hander, who we saw yesterday as well. 4 teams left, 2 brackets, double elimination. Coastal and LSU can win today. Dean Mijos, the batter, and he goes first pitch swinging in the air to right, and that'll plug the gap and get all the way to the wall. Walker Mitchell scores. Colby Thorndike right behind him, and a 2-run triple for Coastal.
Didn't waste any time, did he? Mijos.
That might be the first barcode I've ever seen in a dugout before.
Does it work?
Yes, it does.
A strikeout from Jack Brown.
And also, you got to keep your eye on traffic, too. Not much traffic, and then 80 pitches in a ball game.
On the ground left side, and Walker Mitchell bobbles, and Monroe is aboard. Bouncer left side in the hole off the mid of Dooley in the left. That he is engaged to a women's lacrosse player at Coastal, Maddie Bates. Eichhoff's 2-0. Davis smashes this one into right center, back to the wall, and it one hops off the wall. Monroe scores. King stops at third. It's an RBI double up the ladder from Tank Davis, who is getting married 2 days from now. His fiancee, Caitlin, 2 starts in 6 days for the 5th-year senior at the Men's College World Series.
Out of this Coastal bullpen, 4-1 on the year with a 2.55 ERA. It's fastball, slider, heavy.
Roped right at third, and Walker Mitchell by Zion Rose.
Ave Maria.
Everything coming up Coastal today. This is roped into right field. Base hit, Garrett Pike. King scores. Davis stops at third. Jeff Brom in the building. He said he would be here. Tweeted out yesterday. 7 hits, more than anyone in this event. And he's got another into right field. Davis scores, and here come the Cards.
Hayden Johnson now making his 23rd appearance of the year. The numbers are outstanding.
How do you like your 9-hole hitter leading the entire field in hits? At the corners, 620 OPS.
To go with it.
Sykes comes on to end the inning. At Arkansas, who would have to beat LSU twice. On the ground, backside base hit with 2 strikes from Wells Sykes for the first down. Hot shot right field, another 2-strike backside single. They're going to go first to third in the face of Eddie King. His throw's not in time.
The runner is out.
We were told pregame he'd be available today. Barthel's been better against righties than lefties, as you'd expect to, but that's a balk. All the wins they have. First-year head coaches in the Men's College World Series since '99. into left center field, and Barthel drops it in. Alexander scores, and the balk proves costly. Runner goes. Matt Klein's throw is
No, he's still on it. He's still
off
on
target. Up high, ball four. Hits Pato. And he gets hit by a pitch. And now it's 10-3. Ever. Bases loaded. Big number. Everly's 2-1. 2-2. 3-2. Strike three called. But Wells Sykes is there. Cutting a miss, and Caden Bodine. But Sykes bolts back at the wall to make the catch.
Fastball, slider, curveball, and a changeup.
Happens all the time.
That is strike three called.
You heard anything on starters from either squad yet?
Into center, and Lucas Moore, very highly regarded arm. Caden Bodine pulls it sharply into right field, a base hit, and his second hit of the ball game. The projected first-round pick. Possible first-round pick, Caden Bodine, who might be the best catcher in the country. Cut and a miss.
Sack fly yesterday.
One down.
The boy can put down some groceries.
He strikes out, go for Coastal Carolina. Rose on the ground at Blake Barthel. 1-2-3. Colton Hartman.
At 16 appearances, 3 of which were starts during the year.
Blake Barthel is on. Walker Mitchell now bunts one at his face. And Michael flips to retire him. 2-2. Pato strikes out. Good breaking ball from Peter Michael.
18 innings is all he's worked so far. 21 strikeouts. 25 comeback victories this year. More than anybody in the entire country.
These are the ones to reach the final or the championship round as we now have it in their first 2 trips.
A little changeup to go with it. It's a little bit different arm angle.
And Colby Thorndike has another hit. It scores Blake Barthel from second. Coastal and LSU 1 win away from the championship series. At 7 Eastern, 6 local as they go up against Vahiva Aloy.
3 passes.
Chopper at third at Jake Monroe.
Kevin Schnall told me before the game it's his responsibility now to represent Coastal Carolina guys, who they are.
One of their best, the reliever Dominic Carbone from Rocky Point, New York. On the ground left side and into left field, base hit. Ball 4. Swing and a miss. Spicy from Carbone, and there's one away for the Shants. Hard hit ground ball to first, scooped up by Ty Barango.
What strikes me about him is 25 comeback victories this year.
Trying to win a 26th straight game. Dominic Carbone's 0-1. On the ground at Barango, who backs up, gloves, Carbone covers. Coastal wins it. The teal is for real. 26 in a row. And the Shots will see you Saturday in the championship series.
Your team's headed to the championship finals.